Hello, it's Jay Frank again with this week's talk with the GM. It's a Friday afternoon. I'm out here on hole number 4 as we finish the third phase of our front 9 renovation. The 4th hole, 8th hole, and the 9th hole. We'll kind of get a quick sneak peek at what it's looking like out here. I'm on the 4th green. A lot of changes with the bunkers as they've been on every green complex right up alongside the green. 2 new bunkers on the left, 1 on the right. It's kind of odd. We just walked across the green, and standing on the green you can't see one of the bunkers, so they're very hidden from over the green, but in front of the green you'll definitely get a view of them. Members will notice as we pan over to the left, the cart path will now come to the left side of the green on number 4 and around the green, and no longer be between holes 4 and number 8. So that's a big change for this hole and what we're doing. A couple things that I want to just mention while I'm standing out here. As we near the end of the renovation, we're now at that point in time where grass is no longer going to be growing. It's very important that members that have interest in seeing what's going on out on the property really refrain from driving any golf carts or being out on the renovation at all. With a cart, we'll be paving the paths this weekend from my understanding. Really important that we don't have anybody on any of those paths until they set up and cure. So please make sure you refrain from coming out here with a cart or being on this piece of property with a cart. These last 3 holes border all of the holes currently in play, so if you happen to hit your ball out onto number 8 or number 9 when you're playing some of our back 9 holes, you'll walk over to them and do not drive through any of the newly sodded areas or worked areas. It would be really important for us. Also, I'm in a coat and tie today. This morning I was at the Central Ohio District Golf Association meeting. I want to thank Ferg Thiebert and Bob Morton, who serve on that committee and represent our club, as well as Jim Baruti. They do a great job in representing Columbus Country Club. We had a nice luncheon and a meeting today and recognized all the winners and champions from this year. But I do know that they do a lot of work for the club, and I want to recognize those 3 gentlemen for what they do. We're going to head over to number 8 though and look at some new bunkers that are being put in. Then head up to the 8th green and see where the group is at. And we'll just take one quick snapshot at the first hole that was finished, hole number 5, and everyone can see how beautiful it looks and what the whole entire renovation is going to look like. So all in all, a lot of excitement going on at the club as we near the end of the renovation. Should finish the week after Thanksgiving, right to the 1st of December. And we have a lot of great events for members to come out to that point. So if you want to see the completion, see some of the end results, make a dinner reservation for Thanksgiving dinner or any of our nights leading up to that. But let's go walk over to the 5th tee, take a peek, and I'll let Cody take a picture of what it looks like going down the hill. And then we'll head over to the big piles of dirt we're building new bunkers on the fairway on number 8. Well, Cody took that picture of hole number 5, and you'll get a chance to see that. It's a pretty fantastic look as it's all finished. Here we are at the fairway bunkers on hole number 8. As I mentioned all along, where they were way out into the rough and underneath trees and what we call double jeopardy, you're in a bunker under a tree. They're now moved much farther out into the fairway. You're going to have to hit a more precise tee shot, especially the longer hitters, as you try to navigate through this. So as you look up here, you'll see maybe about a 15 to 20 yard wide fairway through the 2 fairway bunkers. The orange flags on the left define that bunker, and they're already over here lining the fairway bunker on number 8. And as I look forward, they're working on the next set of fairway bunkers up forward by the green, which again encroach out into the green. So the more you want to challenge this hole, you'll have to hit good shots over fairway bunkers. That's what's going to happen on almost all of our par 5s. Let's drive up to the ones up by the green that you can see, and we'll wrap up this week's talk with the GM. Well, as we get to the end of this week's talk with the GM, we're up at the 2 fairway bunkers, and I'm going to define that word fairway. We now see bunkers in the fairway, not out into the rough like they've been in the past. So we have 2 fairway bunkers that are well defined, well shaped, and well out into the fairway. So as you're playing up this hole, you'll have to either challenge the bunkers or play safely to the other side, which will leave you a more difficult shot into the green complex. But here we are on the 8th hole. They'll finish this hole and they'll be moving to the 9th hole, which will be our last hole right prior to Thanksgiving. So well under on schedule. Very happy with that in the project, and the completion date should, as I said, be right at the end of the month. Tonight, just a couple things, as I said, coming up. I'll be in the Lorms room, which we do rent out to both men and ladies through the winter months for events. We will be having our Boots and Bourbon event. Chris, our bartender, will be serving lots of different bourbons, a lot of appetizers. Should be a really fun night for members. We'll have an adult-themed event and a family-themed event every month throughout the year. This happens to be our adult-themed event for November. Our family-themed event will be the Thanksgiving Day dinner coming up, and Thanksgiving, the day before Thanksgiving celebration. So make sure you make plans and make a dinner reservation. I see we still have some availability. And if you can't come to the club but want to dine on having somebody else prepare Thanksgiving for you, we do Thanksgiving to go. So you can put an order in if you want just a pie or you want the whole dinner. We can do it all for you. So again, it's exciting to see it finish. It's a beautiful night out here. We still have some fall golf left to play. Make a tee time. We have noticed that mornings have led to some frosty and cold conditions, so we're not opening the tee sheet till about 10 a.m. So please make sure if you want to play in the morning, you check with the golf shop prior to your arrival to make sure we have no issues with delays with frost and temperature. I know there's a few weeks of golf left, and we'll keep greens open as long as we can. So enjoy the rest of the fall. Have a great weekend coming up, and hopefully your college football team of choice does well this weekend, whether you're a Buckeye or a Michigan or Michigan State fan. Hopefully they do well. So good luck to everybody. We'll see everybody out at the club.